back, everybody. Hey, we're out here at the Ozark National Forest hitting some trails today. We got the kids playing off in the background. I'm sure you can hear them. We try to send them up this old creek bed. We're actually looking for some water today so they can have some fun and play in. But we haven't had a whole lot of water. This creek bed is completely dry. Matter of fact, I don't know how well you can see behind me, but this spill well goes all the way out here off this fall. As a matter of fact, we're at, I believe they call this the Steve Mills Falls. If you're familiar with the trails out here, this is O. So if many of you may have come through here and you've actually seen this trail, but we stopped here because we want to check something out on these bikes. We'll also show you how to beat the heat with Starknight's new 2-in-1 windshield. The upper part swings open for full air. The bottom you can regulate it with those little slider bars. What we're going to do is, it's already getting hot. You can see the sun creeping out over top of the valley there. And so we've got to make sure and get some air for these girls. So it's frustrating. As many of you guys know, good windshields is a good upgrade to have on your bike. But the truth is, when the summer comes, it's mid-July, so it's hot. I think they're calling for this next week, probably 110. So it's not great. Today's gonna be our best day for riding. So one thing we have is this windshield that was put on. This is a 2024 Polaris Ranger XP1000. It is a 6-seater. And it's got a top, got a windshield, which is the most common accessories to put on here. But the biggest problem with this thing is, it's great for the winter because it blocks out the cold. For the summer, it blocks out the breeze. So you've got a couple little vents here that actually opens up. You can close them in the wintertime to block off some of that cold air. You can open them up in the summer to get some cool air in, but the bottom line is, this is a really small hole for 6 people. Okay, there's just not enough airflow. Now the other thing you could do if you're riding out here in the heat, you could actually take this thing off and set it off to the side, but what fun is that, especially when you're out here on the trail. It was actually pretty cool this morning. Now it's starting to warm up. But here's the thing, what if you have the best of both worlds, and we're gonna show you that in a minute. But the other thing we noticed about this old windshield is it doesn't really sit in the pocket where it needs to. You can see it's floppy up here at the top, like it's literally about to come out. It's not resting where it needs to be. So the danger part of that too is when you're going down the road, it's going on the inside and the pressure of driving down the road is blowing the windshield in. So another problem with that. So we're hoping to fix that here today. And the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna use a 2-in-1 windshield. It's gonna be supplied by StarknightMT. Now this ain't a paid sponsorship. We're gonna check it out and we're gonna see if it really works. And so the way it's set up, it's an assembly goes inside here, lower half. Okay, then it's gonna have a top half that you can actually swing out that has shock absorbers and holds that up. So best of both worlds. So in the wintertime when it's hunting season, you got that shut so you can keep out the cold, but also when you want to trail ride, you can open that up and let all the air in and cool everybody off. So with that, we're going to pull this old windshield off. We're going to set up a table. We're going to get the new windshield on there, show you what's inside, and we'll do an unpacking of that here in just a moment. So this one actually comes apart pretty easy, like a lot of them does. It just literally snaps out and it's gone. But I don't know how well they can see that, but this it's pretty rough. Yeah. It didn't hold up very well.
And it's not very old.
To be honest, the weather stripping is not that thick. So if you're counting on this windshield to hold everything out, it's probably not gonna do it. Hopefully this next one has a little bit better weather stripping. So we've opened this thing up, and like I told you, this is actually from StarknightMT, not a paid advertisement. We already have their back glass on this machine, and it actually worked really well. So let me show you what's open. We've already kind of opened it up here, but we haven't pulled everything out. One thing we noticed right off the bat is it's already got the weather stripping on it, which, you know, in the past, they didn't have that. A good thick weather stripping, and it's got a protective glass on there. Now this is gonna be the lower, and as you can see, it's got the vents on it, so you can actually slide it open and shut. Even if you have the full windshield shut, you can let a limited amount of air in, so you can kind of regulate that. So that's one piece. All right, let's go ahead and open the rest of this. It's like Christmas in July, man.
It is too.
Out on the trails, by the way.
Pretty good.
Yeah, they had it wrapped up good, so that's a good thing. Now the real question is the weather stripping already on the upper? Oh, if it is, that's gonna be awesome.
Solid.
Man, that is a huge bonus.
Yeah.
A lot of times these come without the weather stripping on it. So this is awesome. Okay, so just a quick glance, you can see it's got the hinges on the bottom. That's for it to tilt so it goes up. This is gonna be the lower portion, I believe. You can actually turn the handle to raise it up to put it in place. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the other package, which I'm sure is the hardware. And I think this thing's probably gonna go up pretty quick. All right, so we got this thing broke down, unpackaged, got our hardware out. Good part is you got these good set of instructions on the front. They actually give all the sizes and all that. So the first thing we gotta do is put on the upper brackets. Now it says use these 6mm bolts. So we got them all in a packet. So you've got the bolts, the nuts, you've got a sealing washer and a flat washer. Now, Nick has already looked up here and got it figured out. There actually is a couple of holes right up in there in that pocket, okay? There's actually one over here. If I can show you from the back side, you can be able to see them holes right there. I know it's kind of dark in here, but there's already 2 pre-drilled holes right here, and that's where those brackets are gonna go. Oh yeah.
It's a win for me too, though, since they're using factory slots.
All right, so we got one bracket in there. All we got to do is tighten up the bolts. We'll do that to the next one. We'll move on. Now it's time to put the side mounts on, which are going to be for the strut support. So as you can see here, Nick's holding a, well, it's almost kind of like a plastic gauge. It's a ruler, basically, so you know where to go up from. So we're going to measure from the bottom of that joint. You can place it right there even with it, and then follow it up, and it's going to give you the marking location where you need to put your side mount. And then you can lock that in, and that'll give you the right position for the length of the strut. So it kind of takes all the guesswork out of it. By the way, it's really peaceful out here. The worst noise was when I tried to use my Milwaukee little gun. I think I scared everybody away. But it's a beautiful spot down here. The only thing I could wish for is if we would have had some rain before. Got a little water flowing, been real nice. Got it?
Yep.
All right, well, good. Moving on to the next step. All right, so we got the side brackets on, they're good to go. Now we can still move them around a little bit. So we went ahead and looked at some of the other pieces that we're going to deal with. These side brackets are going to work for the lower portion. We're going to put that last according to the instructions. The cool part is we're going to use the same hardware, same bolts, sealing washers and nuts. We're going to go ahead and put the top part on there. That's what they say to do first. Wait. All right, you need to flip it around because that's going to be the side for the gasket material. So we've chosen to leave this protective film on here until we're done because knowing us, we'll scratch it.
I got a gift.
And then go ahead and start putting on the bolts. All right, so you can see we got the 2 top bolts here in the top. They got the sealing washers on them to keep the water from going in there. It does have a little lip on the back side because obviously this has hinges on it so you can flip it up. Has a little wind barrier back there too to keep the water from flying in, which is a great thing to have. So we may have to slide this over a little bit. We're just kind of playing with positioning because you can see I got a gap right here. But we can slide everything around real easy. It's not a big deal. Okay, so now we're ready to go ahead and put the lift supports on. So you can see right here, there are 2 holes at the bottom. So we can just flip that bracket up, maybe if I can, hold on, yeah, flip that up. So that bracket's gonna bolt right there. Now, if you want to, Nick, we may pull that plastic covering back because I don't know how to pull back when you're, might have to pull it back there too. Trying to keep from scratching this new windshield, but if you don't take some of it off, when you go to pull it off, it'll be bolted down. All right, so just for some adjustability, we're gonna go ahead and raise this up, raise the windshield up. That way we can bolt in the pivot balls for the brackets. Now, as you can see, it just threads into some nut certs of some sort. I do have a little wrench for those. The ball just spins inside the socket. A little wrench right here, Nick. We got the top part on. Again, we've left some bolts loose for just some adjustments because we want everything to match up really good. You can see it's holding itself up right now. We've actually put the lower brackets in. So these just go, if I can come around here and show you real quick, they just bolt to an existing hole that's already made here from Polaris. One bolt goes in here to bracket, holds it flat against the rail, okay? That's gonna be the mounts for the lower portion of the windshield. So you can see right here, it's got a couple of holes for that. We'll bring it up here in a minute. And he's just finishing tightening this one up. Once we get that, I think we're gonna be good to set it in place. Basically, the brackets that we showed you earlier just mounts right here, mounts to the lower portion of the windshield. It's got a little double lip in there for reinforcement that runs across the whole windshield. Very simple, same process of what you did earlier, just a couple bolts and the lock nuts on the back side. Now what we gotta do, we actually haven't tightened it up at the very top so we could have some adjustment there, but we need to probably pull this down, I reckon, to make sure it lines up good enough with that. So maybe we gotta turn the handle and let it come in. There we go. Let you shut the handle.
Yep.
Lock it in place.
Yep.
Man, that's not bad. That's not bad. So I guess we need to tighten the top and then pull this plastic off. So we got the tops tightened up. Good tip for you here, just go ahead and unbolt your top. Raise it up a little bit, give you a little bit more room to work. But overall, fits pretty good. So now it's time for the reveal. Let's pull that plastic back, Nick, and see what it looks like.
Do the little one first.
We've already noticed that it's super hard or super weird because the old windshield was not that old, but it had a haze on it like no other.
Yeah, couldn't even see through it.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole new
Nice.
world.
Now when we pull that other part out, it'll be pretty good. One thing I do like about this windshield, it has systems set up so it hopefully don't bleed through where the hinges are to kind of keep the rain from coming in. So I hope that's good. The other thing, which we'll find out when we go on the trail, is making sure it don't make too much noise. Hopefully not a lot of flopping. But overall, it looks good. Okay, so now it begins. The clear coat is gone.
Clear.
So now that means Nick's gonna run it into a rock pile or something. Most likely, but looks amazing. So I'll tell you what, Nick, why don't you go ahead and open it up and show us what it looks like. It's got a latch on the inside. The shock absorbers go up nice and even.
Oh, there's more plastic.
Yeah, we actually had to take and we moved the support arms. We had the brackets a little bit lower. I think they were actually going off the weld points of the higher position. And once we done that, it worked perfect. It allowed everything to swing really, really easy. So far looking good. Now, when you want to close this one, the best thing to do, and the easiest, is just grabbing the handle from the middle because it keeps easy distribution on them, on the supports. And then you just turn the handle like this, and it locks it into place. And again, it's got some cross bracing that goes across here. It's also on the bottom part here to keep it solid. And actually, when you have it shut, it's a little bit more solid than what you think. So, pretty nice.
It's just not trying to blow in at you like the other one.
Yes, this one's not going to do it because it's got thick metal reinforcements. How thick is that metal, Nick, when you put it on there? I mean,
1/8 inch at least.
Yeah.
Solid.
And for a guy that knows metal, it's him. He's a welder, so he's dealing with metal all the time. So it does make a difference, but it is not going to slide down. It's not going to create a gap up here. It rides underneath the top of the roof. It should do real well. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go back out. We're going to see what it does like going down the road or down this trail, and we're going to pop this thing open. Look at there. So it's like this. So I can imagine what it's like going down the highway, or you're cutting down the trail and that thing's just trying to flop.
Flop it.
It's very frustrating. So
Extremely. How long it's been since we've been able to just see out? That's what we were talking about on the way here. I tried wiping the old one down. Didn't work.
Oh, so much better.
Wow, it's like.
But also, we're not getting any air. So let's open this thing up and get a feel for it.
Right on the trail.
Yep. Oh man, that's perfect.
Nice.
Now see, this is the best way to have it.
That's nice.
You're getting all the air now.
That is nice. Dude, it's ridiculous how much that full windshield blocks the air.
Now luckily we're down here in the valley on these trails, and it is I don't know what's the outside temperature right now. Probably
Steamy.
Steamy.
It's 90s.
I'd say it's probably upper 90s probably, but so far this thing has been great. I tell you what, if you're interested, and I know a lot of people make these things, but this one's come from StarknightMT. And again, it's not a paid sponsorship. You know, we got this thing. Take it, check it out, see what it's about. One of the things we've been wanting to do is do some more riding, and one of the biggest things is just the summertime, just the heat gets you. So having this windshield is going to make it a whole lot different. Of course, you know, when you have a full windshield, you don't want to be taking it off and putting it on all the time. So best of both worlds. Hannah Montana. Now listen, if you're looking for a split windshield, a 2-in-1 windshield, you've got to go check these out. This is by StarknightMT, and we put this thing on the trail, and now we're fixing to go bust some rest of these trails, and we're gonna find a water hole for the girls. So if you get a chance, just check it out, StarknightMT, and man, what a difference. So Nick, what do you think?
I like it. It's pretty handy, and man, it's like turning on the air conditioner.
Look at that slider, got a little vent there. You can also twist the knob to tighten it when you want it to stay open or stay closed. You wanna go ahead and pull it down?
I got something crawling on me, Ryan.
You wanna go ahead and pull it down?
I got something crawling on me, Ryan. Freaking out!
Is that the mic?
I don't know. Freaking out. Literally can feel it. Help!
Uh-oh, Nick's got a critter.
Man down.
All right, well, go check them out, y'all. That's a great 2-in-1 windshield. Now we're gonna go hit the rest of the trails. All right, here they come with this brand new windshield. Here we go. But don't roll backwards. Are you gonna keep driving, or you want me to drive?
Let me get up here so you can drive.
Out here in the utility van.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How was it?
Good.
Guys, if you're looking for a flip-up windshield, this is it.